Let's talk about goblins. Now, to make goblins, you simply have to hit the triangle button. But, if you'll notice, we're trying to hit higher goblin. And if you notice the fine red print on the bottom of higher goblin, it says it requires a tinkerer's cave. So what we have to do is build a tinkerer's cave. So we're going to go anywhere, pretty much anywhere in here. We're going to hit the triangle button. And we are going to build a room. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. We're going to build a production facility. And we're going for the tinkerer's cave, which is 30 gold. It's on the very top. We're going to press X, confirm. And then we're just going to build where we want to build. And we've made a tinkerer's cave. Now we just have to build some tinkerer stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on that ground that we built. We're going to press the triangle button. And if you'll notice, create a mat comes up. So we're going to build a couple of those. We can hold down the build multiple. You hold down the L1 button and press X. So we're going to press X, X again, and X again. So we built 3 of them, and now we can just go to the throne room, press the triangle button, and voila, the goblins are available, so we can start building them away. So now that we've got these goblins going, they should be out any minute now. We will take a look at them and take a look at the range of options you can do. And to get a list of the range of options that you can do with that, what you're going to want to do is build another production facility called a forge, cast forge. So we're going to build a cast forge right here. We've selected that. And then we press triangle on top of the chaos forge. We want to actually build a forge workshop, which we do right there. And of course that opens up the troll option. Now, let's take a look at our goblin. Here's one of our goblins at work. Maybe he's not at work. Let's get this guy right here. Okay, as you can see, he's level 1. There's on the left side, the red with the axe. That's his fighting ability. Goblins are not known for their fighting ability. They can be upgraded later. And there's also his tinkering ability, which is very important. And that goblins build these things called boxes. I'm going to zoom out again with the right analog stick. Okay, if you press triangle on top of the tinkerer's cave, you'll notice they're building boxes. The nice thing about goblins is they can build a lot more than boxes. If you can see all these options we have down here, we can do research. Let's say we want to research a trap. We select that, and depending on what game you're playing, you may only have a few options at first, but there's a lot of different options for traps that have already been researched, which is kind of nice. And that you can build those traps. So okay, we don't want to do that. We'll hit triangle again, and you can research new rooms in the very bottom, and it shows you a list of stuff that you can build. Again, hitting triangle. Here's improved production facilities. There's a number of things you can do, and note they're going to cost toolboxes. So we only have 5 toolboxes. We can only do so much. Some of the stuff has been researched, some of it hasn't. If you're playing a new game, everything you're going to have to do research for. But basically, all you do is select the X button to confirm, and then they would go to work on that. So let's say we want to improve crystal capacity. We do that. We selected X. And if we look at this, of course, you'll notice there that one is researching crystals instead of the boxes. Now these Goblins have a wide range of attacks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the forge right here, press triangle, and take a look at the additional ways that you can upgrades you can do for goblins. So, okay, I've selected Goblin X, and we'll just take a look at the upgrades. There's this right here. There's the heart. Improves their health. Improves their damage. Improved energy level. Sneak attack. Sneak attack is what I like. Protect yourself from range attacks, so we're going to do that one. And the nice thing is if you have more than one forge, we're going to build another forge here, you can do more than research more than one at once. So, okay, we're going to build another forge, triangle, build forge workshop X. And of course we'll have to hire another goblin. And okay, let's go back in here. Now we want to do more goblin upgrades. So we select goblin upgrades and then go to the far left. This improves your sneak attack. Sneak attack is one of the valuable things for goblin later on. And if you get that research done, or can get deep enough to do that research, it makes goblins more valuable. But for most of the time, goblins are going to, let's take a look at this guy right here. Goblins are just going to be, you know, doing work at the Tinkerer's Cave, and you can have them tinker. They'll build boxes. And the nice thing about boxes is that once they start building boxes, you can use them to defend your throne room by doing this stuff called traps. So if you want to build a trap, you'll go over any part of dirt, and you'll hit the triangle button. On the very bottom, it says traps right there. And there's a wide range of traps that you can set up. There's ground spikes. Let's do the thrasher in this example. So we want to set up a thrasher. It costs 6 boxes, I believe. Now you got to give yourself some space to do it. There, we held down the L1 to do multiple. All right, now let's go. Let's say we want to build something different. We go to the traps again. On the very first, we get triangle. Then we go to the wheel button. We call it traps with X, and we don't have enough toolboxes. If we had enough toolboxes, we could build something. But what you got to do is you got to have these tinkerers building toolboxes. That's why if you have more than one production facility, these are toolboxes right here that they're building. So you can select one. Oh, wrong one. And basically they build toolboxes, and these little snot right here, if you get them going, can grab the toolboxes and go to work on building. As you can see, this is getting built right here by little snot. Oh, they're moving them. The little snots will basically build up the stuff you wanted to build for defensive purposes. Let's see if we have enough toolboxes now. Yep, we do. So now we want to do with spikes. Basically, let me show you what I did here. I go over the dirt, triangle button, go to traps on the bottom, and then you're going to select ground spikes X, and then you can put ground spikes in front of the door. You hold L1 to do more than one. Oh no, yep, so I can do more than one, and you can only do more than one if you have more than one box. So ground spikes right there, and of course ground spikes right there. And then the little snots will take, the tinkers will do the boxes right there. So there's a tinker is going to work, he's building the boxes, and then basically the little snots will take those boxes from the tinkerers, and oh, there's one right there. They'll go to work on building the spike setup, and there you have it, spikes build up. So that's a brief overview of how these little guys, these little goblins work. They basically build boxes, tinker around, but they can fight too. They can be effective in fighting. Let's say we want to drop this guy off and have him fight some spiders. We can do that. They're more effective in numbers. as he's just got totally destroyed there. Anyway, these guys are more effective in numbers, so you might want to have more than one of them if you're going to do a sneak attack and stuff, or an attack with them and stuff like that. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up what these goblins can and cannot do. Yeah, they can fight. They can fight. Again, they're stronger in numbers. If you got a bunch of them together and you work with other types of fighters, they can be effective. You can also increase their knowledge. Let's see if we can grab a goblin here. All right. Put him over this book and drop him down. And let's see what he got. Oh, wrong one. I gotta push the triangle button, or the square button, sorry. Now he's more energetic, because that was what was said there. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps up the overview on goblins. Hopefully you learn one or two things that will help you be more effective in this game. As always, I am signing out. Thank you for watching.